Hi everyone, I'm Randy, the Unapologetic Democrat. Today we're going to be talking about the protest that occurred on Saturday. It was on the 5th. For those of you who are watching, this is being recorded on the 6th. The event was organized by a coalition that included Lavender Democrats OC, WAVE, Activate America, OC Indivisible Coalition, and OC Huddle, as well as OC 5051. I was invited by OC 5051 and Indivisible as a guest to set up a booth and talk to community members. It was a really good time. I had a great time talking with young people, like high school students came out, as well as retirees, and they were telling me how this is all affecting them with what Trump is doing to all the federal departments and taking away people's health care, tanking the economy. Now everyone is struggling to make ends meet. Things are going up in price, and they will be going up in price even much more over the coming weeks. The event was covered by the Fullerton Observer. The article reads, "Thousands gather in Orange County for hands-off protests against Trump administration." Quote, "Today we stand as a unified voice against the looting of our nation," end quote, said one speaker at the rally. Participants expressed their intention to raise awareness about these pressing issues and galvanize a broader opposition movement against policies they believe are harmful to the American populace. Hundreds of concerned citizens, well, it was thousands, 6,000, gathered on Saturday, April 5th in Orange County and across the nation for a rally titled "Hands Off, Fight Back." This demonstration, held at Orange City Hall from noon to 1, aimed to protest what attendees described as the aggressive encroachment of former President Donald Trump and billionaire Elon Musk on essential public resources and rights. Organizers emphasized that the current political climate has led to a systemic crisis affecting healthcare, job security, and public services. They argue that these areas are being compromised for the benefit of the wealthy elite, particularly targeting Trump and his affluent supporters. A core principle of the Hands Off campaign is a commitment to nonviolence. Organizers encouraged attendees to engage peacefully and to de-escalate any potential conflicts with opposing viewpoints. The protest went really well. I didn't see anybody trying to start anything. I had a debate with one gentleman because there were people there that had different viewpoints, but it was a very civil and very positive energy going on there at the protest. My wife was going through live streaming. You could check out a few clips right here.
Hi, we're live on TikTok right now. I just wanted to see your sign, and then maybe if you wanted to say anything about why you're here.
I'm just here because we need to fight back. We need to stand up and share our voices and stand up for ourselves.
Exactly. Thank you.
Well, obviously, I do not support Dodge. I do not support the reduction of all our rights. I do not support the no regard, no audit, just firing and layoff and calling federal employees lazy with no actual background checks. They're unqualified. They should not be doing that. I actually worked in government. Government does have audits. Government also does reviews, employee evaluations, PIP programs. Everything that they say is not happening is actually happening. They just aren't taking the time to do it correctly. It's fine to do an audit, but hire professional auditing teams, third-party auditing teams.
Yes, a lot of this is not normal at all. We're live on TikTok right now. Is there anything you want to say? Maybe why you're here, what inspired you to come here?
Because I'd like to see an end to all the hideousness that they're doing and the destruction that they're wrecking on our world and our country. And look at even our dogs showing up.
Yes, show us the dogs. Yes. Thank you.
Just nice to find some community. This is just the worst possible thing that could ever happen to the planet.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want to say? We're live on TikTok right now if you want to say anything.
Hello, TikTokians. I would just say that 24 million people would be homeless without Social Security. Up to 70% of seniors rely on Social Security to live. So what are we going to do with all these people if we take away all their money just so that we can fund tax cuts for the rich? The rich aren't coming to rescue them. We have to do it.
Values, I want to make sure that we are for something. So we can't just be an anti-Trump movement. We have to be a pro-democratic movement. We have to make sure that we stand for working families, that we stand for affordable housing, that we stand for health care for all, that we stand for extending the child tax credit, that we stand for making sure we protect the rights of immigrants who come here to work. And that we stand also with our queer and LGBTQ community that's been villainized for no reason. So as a supervisor that represents this district, welcome. I want to make sure that you all feel welcome here because this is a place, a safe space for us. And we love you, thank you. We got to keep this fight going. These activities, these rallies make a difference. Now let me bring up a brother of mine, Andre Charles, who you met a little while ago. He is
So as you can see, the energy was high. Everybody was having a good time. It did get a little warm because we've had some cold weeks out here. It's been raining, and now finally the sun is coming through. The next part of the article reads, it's referring to the protest that we were at. In another protest that same day, more than 5,000 protesters gathered at Sasker Park in Santa Ana. Demonstrations were organized simultaneously in multiple cities across Southern California, including Long Beach and Los Angeles County. The demonstrators, representing a diverse coalition of groups, voiced deep concerns regarding recent executive orders and Elon Musk's influence in the newly formed Department of Government Efficiency. They highlighted the negative impacts of these government actions on critical public services, including education, healthcare, veterans benefits, and immigrant rights. Representative Dave Min, District 47, criticizing the administration's approach to governance, quote, "I am proud to join my friends and neighbors in telling Donald Trump and his minions to keep their hands off our democracy, our Constitution, and vital programs like Social Security and Medicaid," Min declared, echoing chants from the crowd proclaiming, "None of this is legal." The rally served as a significant platform for community activism and showcased an expression of bipartisan unity. That's right, there was people there from all parties. I even talked to some socialists. Yeah. The rally served as a significant platform for community activism and showcased an expression of bipartisan unity. Participants wielded placards and raised their voices in frustration, with local officials such as Santa Ana Council members Jonathan Ryan Hernandez and Jesse Lopez, along with Tustin Veterans School District Trustee Allison DeMicolas, addressing urgent issues from veterans' rights to public education funding. You know, what they're doing with veterans right now is despicable. They're firing veterans from the VA. They're losing health care. Also, we had 4 service members that lost their lives in Lithuania. When they came back to the United States, the Lithuanian government officials paid them more respect than our own president of the United States. Donald Trump chose to go to a golf tournament that is put on by the Saudi Arabians at one of his golf courses instead of welcoming back our fallen soldiers and paying respects to them. It is like so disrespectful. And as the leader of our country, he must be there. People criticize Joe Biden when he was at one of these, bringing back our fallen soldiers. And they were so upset that he just simply looked at his watch. But Donald Trump doesn't show up at all. And you don't hear a peep out of the Republican Party. You don't hear anything coming from Fox News. You know, we need to hold all of our officials accountable. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle they are on or where they're coming from. We need to keep them in check. We need to make them respect what their constituents want and to do their jobs. It doesn't matter if you're left or right. I believe in right and wrong. So if you attended the rally, let me know in the comments, what was your experience? If you didn't go to the rally, would you consider going to one in the future? You know, I highly recommend it. You get to meet other people in your community and voice your frustrations, and you're in a safe environment with OC Indivisible and OC 5051. they really stress on having a safe environment for everybody to protest and to have a good time, you know, let off some steam. All right, everybody, please like, follow, and subscribe. This is the very first video of many more to come, and I appreciate your time watching. I'm the Unapologetic Democrat. Follow along for more.